This is the adapter. Thank you, Jesus. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. I can't charge it. Hey there, everyone. Thank you so much. We're going to give just a few more minutes for some folks to still come in, and then also for me to get my computer set up. Maybe. Diane, let them know I actually figured it out. My little extension thing actually is working. Yeah, it's working. Awesome. Thank you, Diane. I am. Yes, I'm grateful for them. I'm going to go ahead and get started. You want to wait 2 more minutes? You want to get started or wait 2 more minutes?
I would say let's wait till 12:10, just to make sure we're catching people who are having trouble parking.
Okay, awesome.
Like 4 minutes.
Awesome. And if you have your Mac laptop or iPad, if you can go ahead and open up to chatgpt.com, you know, there's a website version and there's also a version that you can use on your phone as well. If you don't already have an account, you can sign up for a free account, but we're actually going to be doing a lot of demonstration during this session today with ChatGPT.
And so connecting to the library,
Yes, it is, Diane, the connection for the.
With public wireless, there is no login. If you just look at available networks, you should see the public wireless and just click on that. You should be good to go.
I see audio, I see clay code,
There it is.
oh, with the RL.
RL Public Wi-Fi.
Richland County Library,
Yeah,
okay.
no problem. So it's RL Public Wi-Fi.
So we need to sign up, you said.
If you don't already have a ChatGPT account, you can sign up for free. And so they'll just ask you for your basic information, email address, and then you create a passcode.
I found this on the web.
Oh, is that me? You know, you could ask it what his name is. No, you could just ask it. Like mine. Yeah, you could ask it. Hey, if I wanted to know what your name is, what is your name? And my name is Echo. And when you look at it, because I've engaged with it for like a year, it's based on our conversations. Because I'm a communication strategist, is echoing. So the name kind of, you could tell it's kind of akin. I thought that was so clever. I just was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Yeah, so it's basically based upon the conversations that you all have had. And then I asked it what was its personal, what was I asked, what is your personal creed? You know, what do you stand by and believe? Echo spit it out. And it's some of the stuff that I believe in. And I was like, oh, smart. We can be friends. So, yeah. It was like, Rashonda, you can call me Echo. I said, oh, what a great name. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for joining us. All right, everyone. Excited that you all are here today. We are going to talk about how to use AI as a writing companion. Notice I said not to write for us, but as a writing companion, okay? And so I'm Rashonda Pratt, communication strategist and speaker, and I'll be conducting today's Lunch and Learn. Before we get started, as always, I have to shout out Richland Library for providing us an opportunity to access to something like this with just a swipe of your library card. So can we give them a round of applause? Yes, yes. So grateful. We have been doing about 4 classes around content creation with AI and all of those things. And so we have one more class. Next Tuesday, we'll actually be talking about goal setting, because it's not enough for you just to come in the space and do the things. We actually want you to set some goals and actually implement. And I know many of you have already been doing that, right? And speaking of already doing that, I want to just poll the room, show of hands. Who has experimented or played with ChatGPT either before you've been coming to these classes or since coming to this class? Just show of hands. Okay, awesome. So this is what I want to know. I'm going to come around here. I want to use the magic microphone. Okay. Tell us your name, and then tell us how you have been experiencing with ChatGPT, what you've been playing around and learning.
My name is Lakita Tyler. I'm actually a solopreneur graphic designer. So I use it more of like as an assistant to navigate things as far as setting the tone and everything for my business, how to respond appropriately so everything is consistent when responding to emails.
I love that. So, you know what I love about that is, so for those of you who are entrepreneurs, you have a business and a company, right? And we did this at the beginning of the year in our business as well. What I heard you saying is like you're setting up best practices, standard operating procedures. Those are things that you can work with ChatGPT to help you to create. Right? So standard operating procedures, how will we respond to emails? How do we respond to negative press? All of those things. So, big companies have an SOP, they have their orientation or that kind of thing. So when you have a business, you can use this kind of technology to help you brainstorm, but also help you craft and create those standard operating procedures. I love that. Also, remind me, you just gave me an idea, to show you how to use AI to create graphics, if you're not already doing that. Okay, so remind me to do that. Okay, Ms. Sandra, thank you for coming. How have you been playing around with ChatGPT?
Before coming here, I knew nothing about AI. I am working on a project, so I thought I'll try the class, and I'm finding out step by step that it's going to enhance what I'm doing. I'm so grateful.
Oh, I love it. I love it. We'll have to get that testimony later. I love it. Anybody else, since coming to the class or even before the class, played around with ChatGPT and is discovering? Anybody else? Okay, awesome. So today, my computer keeps going to sleep. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas, how to use it as a writing assistant, and also how to use it with my good friend here in the front to create graphics, okay? And so, I don't know why it keeps coming in and out. One second. Oh, now I know why. Now, if you weren't here last class, one of the things that we did is we created an essential AI prompt worksheet for you. I'm trying to see why it's...
Rashonda, they're up front. Would you like me to pass that?
Yes, please. As I figure out why my computer keeps... Maybe I'll put that behind here. Okay. So this essential AI prompts are things that you can use to go ahead and plug into ChatGPT, okay? So Claudia or someone from the staff is going to pass these out for you. When we talk about prompt language, this is how you communicate with AI, okay? So when we're talking about prompts, you probably heard that a lot on social media, even in this class. It's the language you use where you put something in order to get an output from ChatGPT. We're using ChatGPT, but you can do this with Gemini, Perplexity, and all the other ones that are out there, okay? This is not working like I wanted to, so... I think it's my connection. So I got a little bit of charge here. We're going to work with it. So there's several different ones that you can use. There is Yeah, Diane, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need, because this is not the right adapter. My apologies, everyone, I thought my laptop was charged before I got here and realized that it was not.
Hey, Khalil, this is Raymond calling. We do need that adapter for Rashonda.
Okay, while we wait for the screen to come up so I can do this, one of the things, there are several different options when it comes to using AI. Like I said before, we're using ChatGPT because it's one of the first ones that came out on the scene, most popular one. But there's so many. There's Claude, there's Gemini, which is through Google. Oh, you need my.
Well, or the handheld.
Yes,
whichever
because
one
you're
is
right. There's so many different AI options out there, and we're using ChatGPT because this happens to be the first one, the most popular one. But Google now has a version called Gemini. There's Claude. There is, like I said, ChatGPT. There's also Perplexity.ai. It's really about finding the one that you feel comfortable with. I use ChatGPT because, again, like I said, it was the first one on the scene, and it's the one that I feel most comfortable using. But like I said, I always tell people to explore and play around with all of these because they all have a different use, right? Last week,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut. I wanted to ask a question in regards to privacy settings.
yes, I'll come back to that in 1 second. When you come to Perplexity.ai, for example, I use that one as a research tool because with that one versus ChatGPT, when you put a question in Perplexity.ai, it actually tells you where it pulled its information from. So it's citing all of the sources where it's coming from. Versus with ChatGPT, it's just pulling from the world, it's pulling from the internet, but it's not telling you exactly where those resources are coming from, right? And so that's the way I like to use it, and it's really just discovering what works for you. You had a question in the back about privacy. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, using ChatGPT in our business here, working at the library, the greatest question we've been getting about AI is how to go about, before you start using it, giving the settings so you can make sure that the data that you're putting in is not being shared.
Okay, that's a great question. So one of the things, if you're concerned about privacy and data, because once you put this in the World Wide Web, it's out there. I always have to remind my kids, just because your story evaporated on Snap in 24 hours doesn't mean it's still not out there somewhere, right? It didn't just poof, be gone. So one of the things that you can do with ChatGPT, they have a feature. I actually have this feature turned on mine because I like this feature, is memory updated. So now ChatGPT has an option where you can turn on the memory feature, and it will remember your conversations. It will remember your data and the information that you have. You can turn that off. The other thing that I'm very mindful of when it comes to ChatGPT is not putting in sensitive information. So this means I'm not uploading all of my financial information that has like my social security number, your credit card number, and all of those things. I'm not uploading that because that's sensitive data. Right now, I've used ChatGPT for market research, but it was stuff like demographics, in the sense it's women 35 to 65, those kinds of things, and I don't mind sharing that information. So for you, definitely turning off the memory feature, and then also being mindful of the information that you put in there that is sensitive, not putting it in there so it doesn't have access to it. Does that make sense? Yes. Yeah, so for you, it's turning off the memory feature for sure. It's like that, and also, just as a sidebar, it's like that with a lot of our social media platforms, right? Social media platforms make updates, and a lot of times we don't even know that the update is made, and we didn't even know that we need to go in and update our settings because they have access to all of our information. You know how you sign up for a website and they say, do you want us to track you across this when you're just in this app or outside the app? That's some of the privacy setting features. So you want to make sure that you're aware of that. Great question. Any other question when it comes to ChatGPT? Yes. Or AI in general?
I actually just went in and turned off my improvement model options where it's kind of sharing it across the board. I feel like it's kind of like a Ask Jeeves where you
Yes.
But if you don't want to be the trainer, you can turn that aspect off.
Tell me again what it was. Improve.
Improve the model for everyone.
Improve the model for everyone. And that is a good reminder because that is exactly what we're doing. The more you engage with it, you are helping this to become better. So it's almost like it's practicing with us, right? And so that way, as it continues to advance, we're helping it to get better. And again, that just depends on what your personal preference is. For me, I don't mind doing that because I want to help it get better. For me personally, the reason why I engage with AI, I want it to get better for communities of color. Because right now, there's still bias in AI. If I was to put my picture in AI and ask it to turn me into a character or cartoon character, which I've actually done this, I don't look like me, I look like Diane. And nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I'm a black woman and it makes me a white woman, right? And so these are things that we have to be mindful of. And as communities of color engage with AI more, then we're actually helping to train it to recognize those things. But that's a good point. I'm glad that you brought that up. Thank you so much. All right, let's see here. All right, we're still
He's working on trying to
find the adapter. I know. God bless. Okay, hold on one second.
I'm gonna call social, studio services and see if they help.
In the meantime, I'm going to see if I can get it to do its thing, because I've used this before here, so let's see. Okay, we're gonna work with it until technology doesn't work with us. Okay, so this is my ChatGPT. Some of you already had an opportunity to log on. If not, I'd love to have you go ahead and log on. I'm using ChatGPT, the 4.0 version, okay? So one of the things, remember, we're using prompt language. And we're going to put this information right here. You see where there's the paper clip? That's where you're having the conversation with ChatGPT. Now remember, the more specific and detailed you are, the better you get results. Okay? Let's say that together. Be specific. Okay? Don't be vague, because then you'll get a vague answer. So, for example, I've already put this in here. I kind of cheated a little bit. All right? I'm going to ask it to help me brainstorm. I love doing this with ChatGPT, where you're just brainstorming ideas, okay? So help me brainstorm 10 blog post ideas about, okay, someone throw out an idea that's your business or what you're working on. Not all at once. Okay. Okay, mental health in the African American, you said communities, right? Typing with one hand here, all right? Let's see what it gives us. And then we hit return, or that green, black button at the bottom. It's now giving us 10 blog topics, and it's telling you how to actually write it. So number one, breaking the stigma, how conversations about mental health can transform the black community. Then it's telling you how to do it. Discuss how stigma around mental health persists and ways to open up conversations that lead to healing and understanding. Do you see this? So we have 10 topics, if you are in this area, about blog topics that you can write on, that literally is already giving you kind of the jumping off point. You know, you don't have to have writer's block when you have AI. Let me say this again. You don't have to have writer's block when you have AI, because we just put in a topic there, and now you can sit here and explore these things. That makes sense? Okay, now I'm going to take it a step further and show you one other thing. I'm going to take one of these topics, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write it for me. Okay? Stand by. Okay. Yep. Now, I'm not using the free version. My ChatGPT is trained, okay? My ChatGPT actually has a name, Her name is Echo, by the way. So I have Echo trained. And so I'm going to tell her, based upon what you know about me, I want you to write this blog post in 500 words. And then take the information that she gave me and give it right back to her, okay? About a year. So the prompt that I gave it was, based on what you know about me, write a compelling blog post in 500 words on the following. And here she's writing it. 500 words. Still writing it. Still going. Okay, so ChatGPT just gave me a 500-word post. Now, say you're still new and you're still learning and ChatGPT doesn't know a lot about you, right? This is based on our engagement over the past year. You could just copy and paste one of these, right? Oh, I like that last one, how storytelling and art can heal the mental health in African American communities. I like that. But you can take one of these blog posts and just put it in and say, hey, write me a 500-word blog post on the following. Taking one of these topics and telling it to write it. Now, here's the thing. Am I going to sit here now and go and I'm still going to need it because my computer's going to go dead.
It's okay, we're going in 3.
Okay.
We have this one and 2 more coming.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Now, you have this 500-word essay, right? This blog post done. Oh my gosh, now I can put this on my blog. No, you can't. You need to read this and see, do you even agree with this? Does this even make sense? Is this something that you would even say, right? That's important. So many times people see this and like, whew, my work is done. Now I can go and, Netflix and chill and I'm good. And I'm like, no, you need to read this. You need to make sure that it sounds like you, right? And so this is where I believe what I've learned in TV that I want to encourage you all to do. This is where sometimes the rewrite happens, right? You're just like, I want to write this in my own language. Thank you for helping me brainstorm the ideas, but now I'm going to take this and rewrite it. And then here's the thing. When you rewrite it in your own words, maybe some of this you'll keep, maybe some of this you're like, I'm going to get rid of. You can then put it right back in ChatGPT and give it the prompt of rewrite this to be more compelling, checking my spelling and grammar. And now you have a blog post that's based on your thoughts and ideas and in your voice. That makes sense? Okay. One other thing, I had some other prompts that I wanted to share with you guys that I was like, oh, okay, here's this. We're writing with ChatGPT. So someone else give me another topic. Now, here's one thing I want to show you. When you're writing with ChatGPT, notice how it's saving all your things on the side here. I really wish I had a search feature, but it's saving all of your conversations here. So start a new conversation because what? We're creating a new idea. Don't create that all in the same thing. Now, if we wanted to dig more into mental health, I would have stayed in that same conversation. But we're now going to do a new conversation, right? Create a simple outline for an article on, give me another topic. Come on, business owners, give me a topic. Or those who want to learn how to use AI. Lady in the brown jacket, now I'm calling y'all out like I'm in school. Give me a topic.
Starting a digital marketing
It's really hard to type with one hand. Marketing business? Okay. Oh, hello. All right. Create a simple outline for an article on starting a digital marketing business. Ugh, God, y'all, my laptop just died. This is not how I want it to go, huh?
We don't have a charger. He has HDMI cables, but not a charger.
Okay, we'll make it work. I'll use I have this right here. Do you have the connector? See, I need to charge it and have the HDMI at the same time on. And my thing that does that is not working. Let me see here. Okay, wait a minute. I think we might be working here. Hold on. Thank you. Let's see here. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you. I think we may be cooking here. I'm just trying to figure out, why does it keep blinking like that? Like it's not. Okay, I think we may be okay. If not, I'll switch to the other one. Okay, thank you. You saved a life today. So, here's giving us a sample outline for your article, giving you an introduction, brief overview of the growing demand for digital marketing services, why starting a digital marketing business is a great opportunity. Number 2, understanding digital marketing. 3, steps to starting a digital marketing business. And it gives you the steps. This is the outline for your article.
So it's pulling this from various sources all
Across the internet, yes. In the last, from now, I think, or last year back, right? So it cannot predict the future. So even if you try to talk about future things, it cannot do that. So it's pulling all of this from the internet. But what I love about these kinds of things when you're doing an outline about this, if you're an expert in starting a digital marketing business, you're like, oh, those are some great ideas. And you're like, oh, I would have never thought to say it like that. But you know what? There's some other things that I can add to this, right? So you don't have to be married to this. It's just us brainstorming an idea. Make sense? Okay. Let's see. I had another prompt that I wanted to do with you guys. Okay, how many times, let me see. Do I have an example of this? I'm going to open up another one. We're going to go to the top, new chat. And then this is another prompt that you can. And I'm actually going to open up one of, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to go to LinkedIn. I'm just going to pretend here. And we're actually going to train it to, you want you guys to see in real time how to make something more concise, how to use it as a writing. All right, so I'm actually going to take one of mine, okay? Okay, so say you're getting ready to post something on social, or you're about to send out an email to someone. This could even be a business correspondence email, like our friend said earlier. Or if you are ready to do any kind of writing of anything, right? So one of the things that I did, the prompt is, can you make this paragraph more concise and compelling? So this is actually a paragraph that I wrote about an event that I attended this weekend, right? And so I copied and pasted what I want chat to look at and make more compelling and concise. Okay? Hit the arrow. Look at that. So my version was, I dropped this truth at the Building Your Author Empire event in Charlotte, North Carolina, and if you missed it, I've got you covered. It started with, I shared a powerful truth at the Building Your Author Empire event in Charlotte, and if you missed it, don't worry, I've got you. I recorded an exclusive message for my newsletter community revealing how staying silent is costing you money. Here's the takeaway. Visibility equals income. Those who are seen and heard get paid. Want more tips to communicate with confidence and unlock your potential? And then that's when I put the link to my newsletter. It took what I wrote up there and basically same essence, right? But just made it more compelling and concise. Do you see how you can do this? So this means if you're sending any kind of email correspondence to somebody, if you're doing business and you wrote something and you're just like, this seems like there's a lot of words, right? You know, sometimes we can just be long-winded to say one thing and you're just like, this sentence is running on and on and on. Now you can put it in here and use it as a writing assistant to help you do that. I saw a hand up in the back.
And I signed up for the newsletter after reading your post.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you. So that's how you can do that, right? So again, it's just playing around with it. What other questions do you all have about this? Are you all seeing this and seeing that you can do this? Yes? Y'all not convincing me. Are you seeing that you can do this?
I've been playing with it already, and I have used it to do, like from the first class, you were talking about your messaging.
Mm-hmm.
Suggested like writing a story about yourself and telling it to help you develop. I did that. It did that for me, and then it created names for my brand for me. And then based on that, what kind of content should I do? I didn't know what a shot list was, so then I asked it, can you give me a shot list based on, and then it created it. And so I've just been following the outline that it's been giving me. So it does what it's supposed to do.
Good. I love it. I love it. All right. So you all see how you can write with this. So proofread this. Give me ideas about this. This is another thing that I love that's really fun. This right here, this going to change your life. Like if y'all not excited about it after I tell you this, then Diane, we just going to shut the class down and go home. All right. So you see how there's this little clip right there? Right? Okay? When you click on that, watch what happens. You see how it can connect to apps? You can add your Google Drive to this or upload from your computer. This is my favorite part. You can take a picture. You know, the question that I hate every day in my house, that my husband and I ask each other every single day, what's for dinner? I hate that question, right? Because they're not making any new meat. So we're sitting here like it's the same. I guess it's going to be chicken. But now you can take this arrow right here. Go in your kitchen. Take a picture of what's in your refrigerator. Upload the picture to ChatGPT and ask Chat, based on the ingredients in this picture, what should we cook for dinner? Okay, I'm not kidding you. Based on what's in this picture, give me suggestions on what we can cook for dinner. You can also, you see how we have your Google Drive? If you like me, I use Google Drive. You use Google Drive a lot, right? So you have videos in there, you have documents in there. Maybe you have a 50-page document in there, and you're just like, oh, how am I supposed to condense this information? Now, you can add it, click on Google Drive, right? Show you. I won't actually do it. And it'll pull up your drive here, and then you can go in there, click on it, and then tell ChatGPT, this is a 50-page document. I need you to condense this information into one page. It just read the document for you. You understand? Now again, is technology perfect? No, it isn't, right? This is why I also say, you know, we work with AI, right? But when you go back and read it, you understand kind of the depth of the article, you're like, oh, of the document, yeah, this totally makes sense. But yeah, you could put pictures in here. If you saw something on social media, this is what I do a lot. I like to collect prompts for AI, and a lot of times on Instagram, people will share a prompt, but you can't copy and paste it, right? You're just like, I can't copy and paste this prompt. And I don't want to write out all of this stuff, so I take a screenshot of it, I upload it into ChatGPT, and I say, transcribe this picture. And it just wrote out what was on the screen. So those are some of the fun ways that I like to use AI and ChatGPT. What do you think? Was the picture thing, did that blow y'all mind? We all excited about that? Seriously, take a picture of what's in here. Like what we got in here, and tell me what I could do with this.
A question about, is there a way to transcribe audio into, like, so this presentation that you're giving right now, I record the audio of it, but I just wanted to give me an outline of what you said.
So ChatGPT doesn't do that, but there is another technology called Otter.ai. AOTTER.ai. I love this. And Otter.ai is where you can take the audio, upload it, and then it will transcribe it for you. I'm trying to get to my homepage. I'll let that. So Otter, OTTER.ai. So you can actually take the audio, upload it in here. See how it has the import there? And then it can, it'll give you the transcription. So for example, there's a video that I did, a short form video. Content Claudia would love this. So I uploaded the video into Otter.ai. Okay, upload the video, and then I wanted the transcription. So here's the transcription of the video. I copied and pasted this transcription, put it over into ChatGPT, and I said, based on this transcription, write me a social media post. Use this transcription as a guide. Right? And there's the audio of it right there. You see it right down there, right? The other thing that I like about Otter.ai, for those of you who have business meetings, it actually, that's why I was trying to join. It actually will join your meetings, and it will transcribe, and it will also take notes and let you know what were the takeaways and the things that are due in your meeting. So you just attach it to your Zoom. I love Otter.ai. So yes, what you're saying, you can use this to transcribe it and get the information. All right. Any other questions? Our time is moving. Mm-hmm.
My project is teaching floral design and table setting. How can I use that to enhance what I work for myself?
Oh, okay. So you want to teach table design, floral design. Okay. Tell me a little bit about when you say teach it. You want to teach it to children, adults? Tell me what your vision is.
I'm doing both.
Okay.
I'm doing
Oh,
both. I'm doing it as a class that I can get people maybe who out of work back on track
mm-hmm.
in the marketplace, especially with floral design.
Yes.
Because every grocery store you're going to, there's a flower shop.
Right.
So someone can get a job if they have a basic idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then also doing it in a fun way as a party. You want a birthday, anniversary celebration. But mostly just teaching for different types of everyday living, formal events,
Okay.
we're living in a time where everything is so fast-paced, but still our younger, it's like we tell our children, I want you to do well in school. But then when they do well and they get the job and they don't know which fork and knife to use and that sort of thing. So
I love it.
really trying to target the high schoolers and
Mm-hmm.
the university graduates.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What is it that you need help with in your business right now? Because what ChatGPT is, it's an assistant. It's helped you to reclaim your time, get your time back. So what is it that you need right now as it pertains to this endeavor?
I need to put my word in a better place.
Okay.
Be happy with what I have.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me, but
Yeah.
to be out there in a competitive market, I don't think it's what I have.
I love it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to employ ChatGPT as your marketing strategist. Okay? And so we're going to tell ChatGPT, I'm going to use this one. Act as, can you guys still hear me? You can still hear me? Act as a marketing strategist for a person who teaches floral design?
Yes, ma'am.
Design. How can I get teens and college grads interested? My spelling is bad today. In taking a class. Okay, so act as a marketing strategist for a person who teaches floral design. How can I get teens and college grads interested in taking a class? Okay, so here's a strategy it gives you. Focus on experiences, not just classes. Younger audiences are driven by unique, shareable experiences. Market the class as a creative escape where they can design their own floral arrangements, perfect for dorms, apartments, or as gifts. Let me tell you how serious this number one design is. I just left Houston, Texas, and I was shocked at how big homecoming, or HOCC, is big in Texas. They really talk about everything's bigger in Texas, and I'm not kidding you. Right? Claudia's shaking her head. When you ask a girl or she's going to homecoming, they make these big floral pins. It's like, come on, contact Claudia knows. Come and describe it, because I'm not even doing justice. I'm going to have her describe it, and then I'm going to pull up an example and see if I can show it on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, they're called mums.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Jeez
like
Louise.
usually if you're going to go as a couple, then the couple have matching mums. The guys, they wear it right here. And like you can go all out. You can either get an itty bitty one, but the bigger the mum, the more he likes you, right? So it's like big mums that they wear on their arms, and then the girls wear them right here. They're super long with streamers, lights, all kinds of things.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
They're extremely heavy and obnoxious. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to, Instagram search. You know what? Let me do it on Google.
Yeah. I had no idea that was just a Texas thing until I moved.
Yeah, it's a Texas thing. I was like, because when I was in Houston, they were talking about it, and I just was like, what? Yeah, this would be one, right?
Yep, that's it. They're huge.
See if it'll let me pull it up.
Some light up.
And they're wearing this. Like the girl had like a
Yep, it's
rope
like a
or something.
ribbon.
Yeah, ribbon, and they're wearing this. And the bigger it, yeah, look at this. So I guess this is somebody who makes them. Yeah, look at this. And I'm like, oh my baby Jesus, mums. Like I didn't even know I was a thing. And so, there's like an Instagram for this.
Yep.
It's the young people love it. And so going back to, thank you, Claudia, going back to focus on experience, right? Making them understand that these floral arrangements are perfect for dorms, like tapping into their world. You see that? Highlight it's a fun, relaxing activity that helps them express their creativity, right? Social media challenges. Launch a floral design challenge on TikTok. Encouraging participants to share their designs and tag your class. Collaborate with influencers or local creators. Just gave you a plan. Emphasize career and side hustle potential. I love that. Side hustle. I think that's funny that chat used side hustle. Position floral design as a valuable skill for building side hustles, perfect for entrepreneurial-minded college grads. Highlight how students can use their designs for events, weddings, or even start a small business in floral decor. What do you think about that, Miss Sandra? Right. Workshops with a purpose. Partner with local organizations for theme workshops like floral designs for events or eco-friendly floral arrangements.
Okay, I'm doing that already. I have my list and goals that I do.
Yeah, I love it, right? And then it tells you can create a certificate program. Right? So it's giving you all of these things. So when you're talking about, and this is Ms. Sandra, but this is for anybody, when you're talking about how can I use it, employ it and ask it. Notice I said, thank you, Content Claudia. It's good to see you, girl. Notice I said, act like a marketing strategist. That's why I asked her, what is it that you need in your business, and employ it as that. Right? Here's another one we're going to do. We're going to use you as an example. Act as a social media strategist. So I said, act as a social media strategist and give me 10 content ideas. Before and after design reel. This is a short form video. Show a time lapse of transforming a plain workspace into a vibrant floral masterpiece. From plain to blooming. I love that. Student spotlight. Feature current students or testimonials. A DIY floral challenge. Floral design for dorms and small spaces. all of these are ideas that you can put on social media. Do you see that? This is how you can use ChatGPT. Was that helpful? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Anybody else? Questions or comments before we get into graphic design? Questions or comments? Do you all see how you all can do this? Yes? Okay. All right. So, for my friend in the front here who's a graphic designer, I'm going to show her this, but this is for everyone. So one of the things with ChatGPT is they have this thing called Explore GPTs, okay? So these are custom versions of ChatGPT that you can explore. So one of the GPTs that they have is you can integrate Canva, okay? Everybody familiar with Canva? Who hasn't heard of Canva? Show of hands. Safe place. Okay, good. So Canva is an opportunity for you to do your own designing. So I'm going to pull up Canva for you guys to see it. You can sign up for a free or a pro version. Of course, with the pro version, you get to do a whole lot more. But this is Canva, and it's literally, you can go in here and find templates and go and design your own thing repeatedly. So you can do presentations, templates. So this is one of our presentation templates. So every time I have to do a presentation, this is the template I use. All through Canva. You can also do social media graphics. So this is my cover for when I do short form video on social media. All of this is designed in Canva. Okay, you see this? So anything you can think of, flyers, even videos, you can do this all in Canva. And I just want you to know, this is very user-friendly. I am not a designer. I just play one on TV. Just kidding. I'm not a designer. So this is very much click and play. You can go in here and you can look at the templates that they have. You can even look at website templates. Okay? So you can go to Canva Home, and I want to pull up some, these are all of my projects, but you can look at a presentation template. It's coming up. There it is, and these are all the presentation templates. So whatever one you like, you can go in here and then you can customize it to your brand colors, etc. Okay? But what I wanted to show you is when you integrate AI and Canva, now you can do something pretty dynamic, okay? Stand by. This is from a person in the front and anybody who's doing graphic design. So I kept it very basic for this, but we're going to go to explore the GPTs. You're going to find Canva. Mine is already there because I use it. And so now I am in AI, but I'm using Canva. And one of the directions I gave it was create a graphic with the quote, visibility equals profit, okay? Create a quote, a graphic. Now, how would I use this graphic? I'll use it on LinkedIn. I'll use it on social media. But this is what I'm asking it to do, and then I'm going to hit this button. And let's see what ChatGPT in conjunction with Canva does. Okay, it seems like there's a generating the graphic issue. Let's try again. Can you share more about the style and the vibe of the graphic? Oh, I love it. This will help me fine-tune it for you. Thank you so much. So I put the vibe is techie and clean, and I want people to be drawn in. Let's see. It may ask me some more questions. This is good. You're seeing this in real time. Let's see what it's thinking. Wants us to say, yeah, sure. Yes, I'd like to proceed. Great. Oh, for a techie and clean vibe, I recommend a sleek, minimalist design with modern fonts. Yes, I would like to proceed. Look at this. We're just having a conversation. And honestly, this is the conversation, friend, verify this for me, that you would have with a graphic designer. What is the point? How slick is this? All those kinds of things, right? So now it's telling me to go into Canva and do this, okay? Let me see. Let's see if it'll do it here. So I'm asking it to design it. Oh, it's having problems. Hold on a second. And sometimes you just have to keep playing with it. It is not doing what I wanted to do. What I wanted to show you is, because ChatGPT and Canva are connected, when you design, make your request in here, it will actually create the graphic for you in here. You click on it and it will redirect you to Canva for you to edit it. But for some reason, it is not liking what I'm saying here. It's actually telling me go straight to Canva and do it. Let me make up something else and see. Yeah, it is not cooperating with me today. And I'll have another example to show you guys. I'm gonna have to go too far back because I have to, yeah, it's gonna have to take me too far back for me to show you. But if it was working and doing what it was supposed to do, it would create the graphics in here. You would click on them and then it will redirect you to Canva to edit them in your color. So that's another thing that you can do. There's other GPTs that you could explore that have everything from Write for Me, there's Canva, there's an image generator, one that you can do. Let's see, create, remember 3D image. Image of a woman sitting at a desk creating content. Let's see. That's real basic. If I was doing an image, I would probably go into real detail, like hair color, what's the vibe, but I just want you guys to be able to see this. So I just asked it to create a 3D image of a woman sitting at a desk. That's what it gave me, right? That's the image. So you'll probably see on social, there's a lot of people who are using these images, right, for content creation, and you totally can, but also you'll see on social media they're asking you to let people know that this was AI generated. Now, we could have went more detailed. The more detailed you go into this, like she's in the library, she is Latina, she has dark hair, blah, blah, blah. The more detailed you get, the better imaging that you have. And then you see right here in the corner, we can go right up here and download it and save it and use it. All right, we are a little bit over time. Any questions or comments?
I just have a comment, and first of all, I want to compliment you. I've learned so much just within this one session, and I've been to different types of opportunities. You really know how to get the information to where we can understand it clearly, and your
Oh, yeah.
Jalal Wilson. In his presentation, he literally said, I would like to have an image of Maya Angelou writing in a journal, you know, because the whole premise was he was trying to give examples of people that that we know or that are you know, that journal.
Yeah.
And how they used it in their life. And so he generated pictures of different people, some living, some not living anymore, in the environment of journaling.
Yes.
It's really cool.
I love it. Yeah, we did that one time. We were at home. We did one with Martin Luther King. And we did, I made myself into an image as well. So there's different ways that you can do it. And I'm sorry. There's different ways that you can do it and play around with it. And that's the thing. What I hope that you'll take away from this is just explore. Play around with it. Don't be afraid of it. I mean, there's nothing wrong that you can do here, right? But it's just playing around with it and seeing, okay, what is it that I can do and how can I use this to work to my advantage and save me some time, but also help me kind of brainstorm and think through some things. Again, we have the prompt here. If you're just getting started with AI, remember I said I would start with the tone, voice, and style prompt, which is number 1, because that's going to help you train AI to sound like you. So it will take, you will put this prompt in and then copy and paste one of your writing samples, and then it will start to judge and look at your writing style and your tone. And then if you put the memory on, it will save that. And every time it writes for you, it will write in that tone, that style, etc. If not, you'll probably have to keep reminding it by putting that prompt in. Make sense? Okay? But I would start there. Oh, they are up here at the end. Of course, there's also information about the library services as it pertains to content creation. That's also at the front here. So if you lost your sheet or you didn't get one, please make sure to get those as well. Diane, did you have any?
I just had a comment about those who are concerned that AI will take over and perhaps people will lose jobs. I think it's similar to when the internet came into being, that people said, oh, we're not going to need libraries, we're not going to need librarians. Okay, we are the navigators, and I know on one of the presentations, you had a slide that talked about the human spark.
Yes.
This is a tool that will help us do our jobs even better than we're currently doing them. So don't be afraid, explore, try new things, but this is only a tool.
Correct.
We need human beings and that human spark.
Well said. I love it. On that note, thank you all. Make sure you come back with us next Tuesday because we'll be doing some goal setting. And if you all have any questions or comments, please make sure to join us next Tuesday. Thank you all. Oh, yes, and please make sure to get your evaluation. Thank you so much, everyone.